G'day guys, I want to introduce you to a mate of mine, Harry Highway. Now Harry's a Suzuki Boulevard C50. He's got a V-twin 800cc engine. It's water cooled, has a wet clutch and has a shaft drive. Now call him Harry. Most people call their bikes, or give them a girl's name, but I prefer to think of Harry as a mate that I go on adventures with. Harry's got on the front a 16-inch wheel, and on the back he has a 15-inch wheel. Tried to find knobbies to suit this, but I just can't find them. Not even like a touring tyre or anything like that. So just going to have to go with what I've got, and hopefully I'll make it through. Now poor old Harry suffers from a deficiency in clearance, ground clearance. I think it's about 14 centimetres from ground to the lowest part of the frame. You can see it's not quite a Coke can. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, she's pretty stock standard. I've got all the little bits of extras and changed over seats and stuff. The pipes on the bike are still the original. You know, at times I'd love to have the noisy ones. But when I do all the big rides, I think it would just drive me nuts, you know, hearing that noise all the time. And anybody that's riding with me too, I suppose. Well, there you go. That's Harry. What I'll do now is going to put him under the cover, and I'll bring out all the gear that I'm going to take on this ride, and I'll go through it all, and then pack it all up on the bike. Some people might find it interesting. Some of the other riders might get some ideas. Some people might say I'm mad and what the hell am I doing that for? So, okay, we'll see you in there. Okay, so you've met Harry, learned a little bit about him. This is all the stuff that poor old Harry's going to be carrying across the middle of Australia. I'll try and do this as quick as possible. There's a lot of stuff here, and I could go on for bloody, you know, forever about it. Basically, I've got my petrol tins, which is 18 litres of extra fuel. I've got 4 of these, which gives me 2 litres of engine oil. I've made up for the sissy rack. I've made this bigger one up. I used to have, well, I have that one normally. It's a smaller one, which this sissy bar bag would normally sit on, but I'm using the long one on the back, and this one's going on the pillion seat. So I found that I had to make a bigger one so that the sides wouldn't cross down. So I've got that. Oh, what else have we got here? I have a side stand pad, which is my original old one I just made up. I've also got, I've actually bought this one. It's actually a magnet with leather, and it's great because I can just stick it on the side there, and it's got quick and easy access when I need to, instead of having to go into a bag to grab this one out. Got some locks for the bag, the saddle bags and this sissy bar bag, all of them have locks on them, and it's just one key for that, so that's pretty much pretty good. There's a couple of bits that I can use these extra locks for. Alright, I've got sugar, coffee and dehydrated milk. I've got 2 litres of water there, 500 ml of water there. This water here, once we're out in the thick of it, and it's hot and we're sweating lots, I've actually got some Gatorade powder, and I've used these little tubs, and they work perfectly for pouring it straight into there. So basically that'll hopefully help with my stamina or whatever it is. I've got oil, dishwashing liquid, wet ones, knives, forks, spoons. Hot glove is always handy around fire or anything really hot. More wet ones there. I actually run a camp stove, which runs off these cans. So I've got 2 of these cans. I've bought a little, this is a really tiny stove. I normally have a bigger one, because I'm trying to fit so much on. I got this one. It works really, really well. I was very surprised with it. So tiny, and then hops onto that, and then you connect that on there, and you've got an instant stove. Really quick and easy. A new thing that I just got, and some people might have seen the video that I did on that, and that's the firebox, which I can now use to cook on, or to look at, or to get warm by, when needing to be in a quick situation. That's a aluminium fold out wind barrier for when you're doing the cooking on the stove. First aid kit. Got some dehydrated stuff. I haven't got all my food as yet. I'm not taking a heat because with a support vehicle, obviously they'll be able to have that stuff. The all important bum wipes. You know, you don't want to get monkey butt. Tissues, tanker up for the sore muscles, light, 2 lots of insect spray, that's me cooking pot, plate, fry pan, a pop out bowl, and I'm actually bringing cardboard plates. So what I can do is use this plate as a sturdy thing. One of those will go on there, put all the food on there. When I'm finished, chuck it in the fire. Everything's gone, no rubbish and no washing up, which is really great. Oh, I've got my little, that's my little table that actually goes, that fits onto the tripod, and then I have a table that I can set at whatever level I want. Really good, that. Okay, what else we got? Over here I've got cleaning stuff for all the cameras that I'm taking. That is a power inverter, so that'll go into the cigarette lighter on the bike, and then I can plug, which mainly for my laptop and the 2 Sony cameras, I can charge them up on the go. Now this actually has a fan in it, so it can run continuously and is enough to power the laptop. Oh, what else we got? Jesus. Over here I have wet pants and cold. I mean, obviously when it's cold I'll wear these because they're great for wind barrier. A waterproof jacket, beanie, then we've got thermal pants and top. That's a thing for under my helmet. Just little gloves. A mask, because I have an open face helmet, so if it's cold or if it's going to be dusty, I'll be able to whack that on. I prefer not to have anything on my face if I can help it. Then I have this thing here, which is one of those things that you tie around your neck. Once you've soaked it in water, it all fills up, and it's just something cool. Or it could look like a bit of a scout or a dickhead, I don't know. Alright, that's that. Have glasses for nighttime riding. Over here, that's the laptop in the bag I zipped up, so I won't show you. It's just a laptop, nothing bloody special. But that's hopefully so I can, when I do the videos of going along, I'll be able to use that to pop them up to YouTube, and hopefully you guys can look at it and laugh at us or whatever. Alright, all my cooking stuff all goes in there, so that basically, which goes in that bag there, so basically I just pull that straight out and I'm right to start cooking just out of that, instead of foraging all over the place for different things. Alright, clothes wise, 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of jocks. I've lost a pair, no, here they are. 2 pairs of jocks. I've got 2 t-shirts. So basically what I'm wearing, and just the 2 pairs, I think there should only be you know, maybe 3 days that we don't get to somewhere that you know, like a caravan park or a roadhouse that doesn't have laundry facilities, so that should be enough. Shorts, so this doubles actually, these are really lightweight. That's that material that dries really quick. So I reckon I can walk around in those, just as shorts, and obviously I can go swimming in them as well, so they're multifunctional. Oh, lightweight pair of shoes, that's it. That's the only shoes I'll be taking apart from my big miner boots. Now these might look big and cumbersome and whatever, but they're actually the most comfortablest shoe I've ever worn. We did a trip to Tasmania, and Nay's got a pair as well, the same, and we walked everywhere, you know, for hours and never got sore at all. They're, I think they're blue steel, well, steel blue. They're actually miner's boots, so they're waterproof, really comfortable, and yeah, great stuff. Obviously where we're going, it's not high fashion. Toiletry bag, all my bits and pieces in there, and actually there's 2 of those tiny, they come out about that big, similar material to that, a towel, micro towel. So I've got two of those in there. Alright, now for the camping part of it, I have a tarp here which has poles in it, and that's a freestanding tarp that I can put up. And I can even actually get the bike under it, so that should hopefully provide some protection from, more than likely the shade provide the shade. But if it rains, hey, I've got that as well, which is good. And instead of everybody, you know, in the group running to their tents trying to get out of the bloody rain or whatever, hopefully we can all pop underneath this, and it makes it a whole lot more sociable. Okay, another couple of torches, a head torch, another one for the tent. These have magnets, and I've just got a couple of little steel things, and so you can stick that on the tent and it just sits there. Blow up pillow, a comfy pillow which squashes down. Got a sleeping bag, tent poles, pegs, there's a mat to go in the floor of the tent. There's a ground sheet, that's the actual tent there, that's the fly for the tent, and then the roll top, a sleeping mat, moon mat, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I think I've pretty much covered it. I've got a tank bag here which I'll grab grab that camera and have you a closer look at that one, and also some of the stuff that I've got on the handlebars, which I think I mentioned just before. Alright, okay, let's grab this camera. Okay, so I've got a TomTom there. That's the remote control for the two drift cameras. So if I want to, I'll have the 2 on. I just have to press one button to turn both of them on, and press another button to turn them off. And that's from record. Obviously I've got to turn the cameras on, and then press that to start recording and that to stop recording. Up here we've got the spot tracker, which is for safety, and also will be so that people can follow us as we go along online on a Google Map setup. Just as an added little thing, I've got a temperature gauge here. See how hot it is or how cold it is, obviously. That there's just the mount for one of the cameras. And then we have the tank bag. That's just some information about the spot tracker. That's my in case of emergency information. I actually carry one in the tank bag. There's one in the pocket of my leather jacket. And where's the other one? I've got 3. Oh, and the other one's in my wallet. Okay, open this up. And in here is just things like sunscreen, spare batteries, Panadol, tire pressure checker, lip balm,
spare keys. Now I don't know, can you see these little satchels here? They're those satchels that you get in packing stuff which gets moisture. In all my bags I've got heaps of all these little things, especially when you've got electrical equipment and stuff. So even on the bottom of here and around there's heaps of those to stop the moisture getting in. Okay, in this bag I've actually got it, I made up a little divider for it, and in here carries all the cameras. Obviously I'm using both the cameras at the moment. The two Sonys sit in there. That's my Drift 170, and then in here you'll see there's another one, is the smaller, the newer Drift. And then all the cables and chargers and bits and pieces. Oh, and here's just a normal standard digital camera. Cool! Just so you can see the Sony camera that I'll be taking. So we've got this one, and the other one that you're watching this on is pretty much the same as this. It's actually just a newer model. Very, very similar. Okay, I'm sure I've left some stuff out. Oh, yeah. That's cotton wool balls soaked in, well, rubbed into petroleum jelly, great fire starters. They pack down really, really good. And they have a multiple of uses. I mean, you can use this as lubricant on something that's lubricating, or you've got a cart or a saw or dryer lips, you name it. Great, great little things. Oh, jeez. Hat, a kangaroo hat. I figure I'll want that out there when it's really hot and sunny. That's the tripod that's going, which folds up really good. I think that's about it. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I've actually I should say, I've had some guys comment saying about how they like the Aussie theme or whatever of the videos, and that it seems so natural. I think that's because it's natural. Obviously, it's the international people. To me, I'm just normal. But obviously sound very different, no different than us watching the international stuff and their accents and stuff like that. So I thought what I'd do is if I was trying to put on an accent, I would it would be something like this. Oh, beauty, mate. Time for another Aussie slang moment. Yo, Terry, how about pouring us a cold one real quick? I'm about as dry as a dead dingo's donger. I mean, out the back with those bloody jumbucks all day down at the Billabong. Beauty, mate, thanks. Well, there you go, I'm a nut. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed checking out all this shit. And until the next update, keep on riding.